Hey, well, it has been a while, guys. It has been a while. It has been a while. So, hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good day. Unfortunately, we have to do it this way. For anybody that's new here, this is just a backup channel to have. I can't live stream on my main channel because of a copyright strike. I won't be able to live stream till April 5th. So this isn't a new channel that, obviously I'm going to grow this channel, just have it as a backup. But once April 5th comes, I will be live streaming back on my main channel. Don't get this, I know people are confused. I knew that was going to happen. So, this channel right here is just strictly for live streams till April 5th. And then that's pretty much it. I figured I'd go do something and come back. And I haven't really talked to you guys since all this has been going on. Obviously, I've been pumping out a lot of videos. A lot of news has been coming out with the Philadelphia Eagles and everything. I might do a little call-in today, just, kind of hear from you guys, obviously, and kind of go through some stuff. But I appreciate everybody being in here. I'm trying to share it as much as possible. I've been putting up posts up about people to subscribe to the backup channel, see what's going on. And that's pretty much it. So let me close this out so this doesn't interfere. Okay. What's going on, Minnie? How you doing, bro? Big Play Slay, what's going on, bro? I'm doing good. Sparks, what's going on? Kevin Cronin, what's going on, man? Trust me, Sparks, I miss these streams as well. Big Place, I can't wait for the channel to grow. Yeah, it's just a backup, man. It's not the main thing. It's just I can't live stream on my main channel, so. Spec Poo, appreciate it, man. Much appreciated, bro. Sparks, goddamn autocorrect. It's all good. Joseph, what's going on, bro? Gangrene David, man, how you doing, man? Hope everything's good with you. Sparks says it's going to be nice not having to approve a million messages. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the settings are on here, so Kevin said I want Eric Bieniemy. Big Place say, can we still donate to you when you return live stream on your main channel, or is it that a privilege YouTube took away too? Yeah, no, you can't donate. You could donate. Obviously, you could donate and stuff, but it's not. I could care less about that. Obviously, when we get back to the main channel, guys could do whatever you want. Obviously, I appreciate everybody that's been donating, super chatting, whatever you call it. Everyone's been a big help. I'm actually building. I'm building a computer right now, so this thing that I'm using is going to be gone. I'm going to sell this to somebody. I'm actually building a computer right now, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice, and it's going to be a new era for this channel. Obviously, some better software, and yeah, we're going to get it cracking. So, we got King Rolex. What's going on, bro? Sonic, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Sparks, Slay, he still has monetization, just not streaming. No, I don't have I have monetization on my main channel, but no streaming. Yeah, I can't stream. So I could, I still get paid for the videos and stuff like that, but as of like doing live streams, getting super chats and all that stuff, I can't do that. So, Sparks says rip camera issue. Big Place say, man, I really miss the streams. I'm happy it's back. Yeah, I mean, we're going to see how much. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to have as many people in here. I'm trying to let people know. I just put like 2 posts up. I just shared it on Twitter. So hopefully, people come in and we start talking. Big Boy Joseph, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Aaron B. Jones, Senior, welcome back. Appreciate it, bro. Sparks, let's go. Big Place Slate, what's good? Chilling, bro. Chilling. We're just chilling. Joseph says, let's go. Sparks says, YouTube could kiss my... I hate YouTube, man. I don't like their rules out here. Spec Poo, appreciate it, bro. King Rolex, missed the streams, finally back. I know. It's been a while. Big D, what's going on, bro? Eric Bieniemy has to be the guy. I don't know, bro. The longer this takes, I'm not really sure. Even Brian DeBall, it said he wasn't interested, but I think he's waiting until the season ends for the Bills, obviously. So we might not hire a coach for another couple of weeks. Another couple weeks, and maybe, I don't know. Surprisingly, like Bieniemy actually interviewed with the Texans virtually, and we didn't. So I don't know why, but we'll just see what happens. Appreciate it, Aaron. Much love, man. Sonic says, hello, my guy. What's going on? Jamal Marshall, Sup Shakes, Eagles family. What's going on, bro? Specboo said it's all good. Hyper Goku, promote Deuce. I don't mind it. Joe Mama said, what kind of chew you spit, Joey? Wintergreen, Copenhagen, long cut. I do Skull Cherry. I like Copenhagen, but it's really bad. I'd rather get that dip down south. Specboo says, as long as you could still stream. Yeah, I could stream on this channel, but that's about it, though. Big Play Slave, Nick Sirianni is the guy I want. Nick Sirianni, man, the only issue I have with him is was he splitting play calling with Frank Reich when he was with the Colts or whatnot? I don't even know what's going on with that. Big D, YouTube screwed up the moment you can check the channels of people in the feed. That's how you could weed out imposters. Sparks the Frank Reich needs to come back to. Yeah, I wish, bro. Gangrene Davis, how's it hanging, Joey? Everything good? Must be exhausting right now. Yeah, I'm enjoying it because it's a lot of content to put out, and I'm enjoying making the content, so I'm not really, stressing out about it. Obviously, I have stuff for free agency and the draft already set up. I'm just waiting till this coach is hired and I can move on from this because I got to move on from this. I think all of us have to move on from this because this is just, I didn't think it was going to take this long, but you know what? The longer it takes, the better it's going to be. That's what I'm hoping. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. So, Hyper Goku says, can you do a call in? I'm probably going to do one. I'm not sure, but probably. Spark says, yo, Dave, congrats on the new coach. Yeah, man, congratulations to the New York Jets getting Robert Salah. Salah. I always get his name mixed up, but yeah, very. Let's see what he brings to the New York Jets, man. He's got a lot of passion. I've liked his attitude, so see what he does, man. Jamal Marshall, agreed. Big Play Slay. Frank Reich 2.0, maybe. Big D, having fewer people is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, not gonna be used to it though. Steven Prime Time Joyce 21. What's up, man? Angry says you're not wrong. Ryan Suckio, what's going on, bro? Sparks today. So Nostalgic Joey has a small amount of people in Philly Gym streamed. I just saw Philly Gym. I was just in Philly Gym's live stream. Aaron B. Jones, I don't want Josh McDaniels here in Philly. But Josh McDaniels is a huge, it's like I wouldn't mind him. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it. I don't mind Josh Daniels. The problem is character. That's why he doesn't have a lot of offers from teams. And the problem is between backing, when in 2018 when he backed out, when pretty much he kind of screwed a lot of things up because he brought a staff to the Colts. The Colts signed his staff, and he backed out, which really made a mess of things. And obviously, being a coach for the Denver Broncos in 2008, getting fired after a year and a half, that didn't look good either. But obviously, a lot of time has passed by, but it's really hard. I think he's very creative with the offense. I think he brings the best out of his players. I think he knows the strength of all his players. Those are the good things I think about Josh McDaniels. I don't think he's the worst candidate, but I don't think he's the one we need right now. But would I be really upset if he got hired? Not really. I really wouldn't be mad at it. You know what I mean? But he was pretty much playing with the best quarterback in the league and Tom Brady. And then you have to question yourself, was it Josh McDaniels or was it really Tom Brady? You know what I mean? So, obviously Tom Brady's stats without Josh McDaniels as the OC has slimmed down. There's a huge difference when Josh McDaniels is with him as the OC. So there's a lot of different things to really look at there. But character is one of them. Obviously, it was the longest interview that they had with them. And, they were pretty much going from early afternoon to over 9 o'clock at night with that meeting. So a lot to talk about. The one thing that I really I was going to make a video about it, but the one thing I'm kind of not certain about is they're basing, like Jeffrey Lurie is basing this whole thing off of fixing Carson Wentz. Like this whole thing has to be based off of fixing this team because I feel like they're doing this. This head coaching search is based off of fixing Carson Wentz more than fixing the team. I just have that feeling. I don't think it's fair. You're putting a lot of stock into Carson Wentz right now, and obviously if a head coach comes in, and what if he doesn't like Carson Wentz? What if he likes Jalen Hurts better, or he wants to use Jalen Hurts more? Then you have a problem on your hands. But the Eagles have already said they wanted to give the head coach some type of say with the quarterback position, but at the same time, they're like, we want Carson Wentz to play in 2021. So it's kind of, it's back and forth with all that. Sparks, did you hear that Andy Reid put in a good word for us? Did he? I did not know that. See, there's stuff that I don't know. I pretty much put videos out every day, and I don't know half the stuff that happens sometimes. Big D McDaniels was chip before chip. Dominic Cardell, what's going on, man? Hyper Goku, yeah, also it's Hyper Night. Oh, okay. Now I know who you are. I got you. Big play say Nick Sirianni is interesting for me because he came from the Frank Reich coaching tree, but Reich called the shots, plays. The question is, Sirianni have anything to do with? That's the question I have right now. Did Sirianni have anything to do with this play calling? Because Frank Reich was the head coach, but I know Frank Reich did do play calls. Big boy Joseph, Joey, will you be doing streams with other Eagles content creators? Oh, definitely, 100%. 100%, definitely. Speckboo says, "Ayo, I pinged you on Twitter when it goes to McDaniels. I'm kind of coming around to him. Yeah, I'm kind of warming myself up to Josh McDaniels a little bit, just because, like I said before, like I think there's good things that come out of Josh McDaniels. Like a lot of people just hate it because he backed out of a deal with the Colts, and it did make him look pretty bad, but." But guys, like every head coach, any head coach we get is a gamble. And if you think a head coach is going to come in here within his first year and fix everything, it's not going to happen. So if you guys think that, you guys really have to think about what's going on here, because this team has a lot of issues right now that have to be fixed. I mean, the Eagles are going outside the box. I mean, even getting that special teams coordinator from the Cowboys. He's one of the best special team coordinators in the league, and they're interviewing him for a head coaching job. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I think it's totally ridiculous that they're interviewing a special teams coordinator that's never even called plays in his life, or been a head coach ever. You know what I mean? I don't know. Everything's a gamble. Like, look at Brian DeBall from the Bills, guys. Like, Brian DeBall, like, when did he have a really good year as a coordinator? Never. This year was the only year Brian DeBall actually had a good year. What, 5th ranked offense in the league, whatever it was. The last 2 seasons before that, 2018, 2019, Brian DeBall's offense wasn't even top 20. Okay? Obviously, the Bills were a whole different team in 2018, but, Obviously, they drafted very well the past few years. They traded for Stephon Diggs, and yeah, they had Cole Beasley. They had a lot of good guys on that team already. Tre'Davious White, and a lot of good players on that team. Gangry Davis says, I just shared the stream on my Discord server. Let's see if I can get people. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm not worried about it, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Like, this channel only got like almost 300 subs, almost. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Carlos Peralta says, I want Joe Brady. Yeah, Joe Brady's another one. Not a lot of success in the NFL, obviously, but is an up-and-coming, he was a passing game coordinator for LSU, working with Jamar Chase, and, didn't really do well with the Panthers. They were, top, they really, in the mid-20s, ranked offense, wasn't great, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The Nest Out West, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Hope everything's well with you, bro. Big play say, I love the fact that we're waiting, not taking big risks that we always do. And when we took risks with the interview part, the McDaniels, Nick Sirianni, at least we're taking something. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, at least we're bringing in some. There are guys out there we're interviewing. We're like, why? Like, the one thing I don't like is defensive coordinators interviewing for this team. Like, I wanted, like Robert Salah was a guy I did want, but at the same time, like, we need an offensive mind at the head coaching position. You know what I mean? Like, we need someone with an offensive mind at the end of the day. So yeah. Spark says, I want Eric, the OC for the Chiefs. I think everybody does, bro. I want to see if he actually goes somewhere. See what happens. Aaron said, my only thing is Josh McDaniels. What if you do the same thing to us you did to the Colts? That's not going to happen, bro. That's not going to happen. Obviously, if that happens, nobody's going to want him. He won't back out of that. That was a long time. I mean, it was a few years ago, but obviously there's something happened. Didn't make him look good at all, definitely. It's like I said, it's a character. It's all about character. That's the one thing you have to question about Josh McDaniels is his character. But I know that he works hard, with his players. He knows how to use his players. He knows the strength of all his players that he does have. He's not just going to throw Alshon Jeffrey in a game. I'm not saying he's going to be playing, but I'm saying he's not going to just throw somebody in there just to throw him in there in front of other players that are showing some promise, like Travis Fulgham and John Hightower, Quez Watkins. Some of these guys that really need work. So gotta look at it that way. People say, just in your opinion, we're going to leave Bieniemy and the ball out of this. Who you think is the best coach or being on the coach block or whatever they call it? If it's not them two, I'm honestly going with. I'm either going with McDaniels, I'm going with Deuce Staley, or Nick Sirianni at this point. Probably one of those three guys, most likely. The Nest Out West says, I think you are the one of the best when it comes to updated Eagles content. You should be on the radio. People have said that. I don't know why. I don't think I have a radio voice. But I do appreciate it, man. I try to update you guys as much as possible all year long, just because the season's over. The off season is my favorite part of the year, especially when I make videos. It's the best. So, Angry Dave, I really hope we play next year. I think we do, bro. I think we're playing each other. I think we're the extra game for each other next year. But it said that they don't know if it's going to be home or away for each side, so we don't know that. But I think we're definitely playing each other next year. I think that's happening. Big D, if McDaniels is out or hired, do not be surprised if he hires Matt Patricia as DC, which would be a mistake. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Matt Patricia. I mean, he's had some very good years as well, but the past, obviously his last year didn't, obviously I don't think he did a great job with the defense, but as a head coach is a different story with him, but we'll see down the road what happens. I mean, as of right now, from what the Eagles are saying, McDaniels is like the focus point right now of what's going on, but that could change. If we don't get a hire by Thursday, I'd have to say they're really fishing to go get one of these guys that are still in the playoffs right now, like Bieniemy or Brian DeBall, one of the two, if that's the case. So, Speckpoo says, in fairness, to fix Carson Wentz is basically fixing half of the problem. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, look, like I think with Carson Wentz, he obviously had a problem with Doug Peterson. I don't know what the case is. I get confused because half of these guys that come in, half of these writers have been writing different things and kind of putting a lot of bad things, making Carson look bad, making him look good, I don't know what the case is. He would talk to the media after the last game. I agree with it. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't either, but I think everything's on the table right now for Carson Wentz to say, hey, I want to be here. As long as Carson Wentz wants to be here, then I'm fine with it. It is what it is. Just hope to God that they're right about him and that he's going to turn it around, because if he looks like he did this past year, I'm telling you, it's not going to look good. Off of fixing Carson Wentz, it's just, I don't know. It's like they're forcing it. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me feel uncomfortable that they're kind of forcing it. You know what I mean? Speckpoo says play calling was terrible. Players was being misused all over. Oh yeah, 100%. Players were misused everywhere. Jalen Reagor was one of those players. Obviously, he got hurt like a few times this year, but Jalen Reagor is going to be a good player for us. As a number one, not really sure right now, but I think he's there were a lot of times, even in that Redskins game, even the first game when he caught that big go route pass down the field, like he had to slow down for that ball. You know what I mean? Like he probably would have been out. And I think the Browns game, he was open a lot of times. There was film on that I watched. He opened probably 5 or 6 times. Carson just couldn't get the ball to him, or you don't throw it to the receiver at stride. You're not making him look good. You know what I mean? He's got to come back for the football, and that's not just with him. That's with a lot of other players as well. Matt, what's going on, bro? Big D said they better be ready to accept if Wentz is truly done. Yeah, I hope it's going to be. Better hope so, bro. Like they better be right about this. That's all I got to say. Habergo said I think there is a delay. It's got to be on your end, bro. Dominic Cardinal, I think football team hired Marty Herney as new GM. Yeah, I think I heard that too. Yeah, that was today, I think, that happened. So let's be real, the players that struggle in Doug's scheme, or if it was a scheme, would do well in McDaniel's scheme. I really believe that. Yeah, I believe it too, and I think McDaniels is very creative with his offense. Like you look at the Patriots offense, like he literally turned like nobody players into like guys like Chris Hogan, guys like Julian Edelman was a practice squad quarterback that was on the Giants when he started, and the Patriots picked him up, and look what they turned him into. You know what I mean? Like there's just really cool things that they take out of that. So it's kind of crazy. Big D says Andy did. That means he'll suggest the job to Eric. Caleb McCarry 39. McDaniel seems like a yes man, so he's probably going to end up here. I don't think so. I don't think he's a yes man. I look like whatever the speculation about we need a yes man in the building. And obviously, there's a lot of decisions. They have to give the coach some say and stuff because they can't just have a guy come in here. No coach is going to come here if they're just going to be controlled the whole time, so I don't really believe that. That's incorrect. He's the exact opposite of a yes man. Sparks, I want Jamar Chase bad. Me too, bro. Next I want to collab with you, Joey. Yeah, dude, I'm going to get some people together. We'll definitely work something out, man. I'll hit you up on Twitter. I'll hit you up. Ryan says, I like Chase or Smith. Obviously. Obviously, one of those two guys, definitely. Obviously, they're going to pick best. I need to see what coach they get first before I go into who they're going to get in the draft. But obviously, at the end of the day, they're going to go. Logically, you'd go defense, but they're going to pick best player available. Big play say Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie are focusing on the wrong things. I mean, Josh McDaniels would do better for a QB like Jalen Hurts, not Carson Wentz exactly, but they did a year ago, took his mobility. That's the one thing I don't like about Carson Wentz right now. He cannot move anymore. I don't know why they made him. They made him gain weight so he doesn't get hurt or something like that. I don't know what's going on. Sparks said the Nest Out West. What's up? Big D said Bieniemy would definitely turn a vast majority of things around and use players to their strengths. There was people complaining about that Chiefs game too because it looked like Andy Reid was calling plays and Bieniemy was kind of just sitting there. So this is what I don't get. Like, are they calling certain plays on certain? Who's calling the plays at certain times? Like that's why I'm getting confused with some of these coordinators. Ryan said Diggs did them wonders, definitely. We will, bro. We will. Jason Sports says, is this Joey Shakes or this another man, woman? What? What? Big Play said, the thing I hate about Roseman, Lurie, not the fact that they both make dumb decisions, just for every offseason they focus on the wrong things. They said Wentz was a pocket passer, and no, yeah. Big D, imagine not trading away a pick for Diggs and draft a guy who can't create space without additional help. Diggs, they gave away a lot for Diggs. They gave away, 5 picks for Diggs? 5 or 6 picks? I mean, they gave away a lot of picks. No problem, bro. No problem, man. Dennis Allen, third, DC, kind of surprised by that. I don't want a defensive coordinator being a head coach, bro. I don't care who it is. Todd Bowles, they're, really impressed by Todd Bowles. No thanks. I'll be really mad. If that happens, I'll be really mad. Sparks said Andy said he wants Eric to come here. That's what I'm hearing. Robert Dren, good to see you back, Joey. We just watched the 17. Oh, yeah, awesome, bro. Yeah, appreciate you being in here, man. Much appreciated. 30 people in here, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the backup channel, subscribe to the backup channel. I have the main channel, obviously, in the description below. This channel is being used for live streams until April 5th because I have a copyright strike on my other channel, which means I can only upload videos on my main channel. I can't live stream, so this channel is strictly live stream, and that's it. So that's what I'm doing on here. And I figured I'd do something today just to, just to get it going. Big place, they said, that's the thing. Salah hypes up the locker room, probably would kick Harry Rose's butt if he dared say something. But for real, I think we need an offensive mind guy that can change Wentz. That's definite. Speckle said, when are we playing Battlefront, bro? Desert already said when he is open, but how about you? We got to talk about that. Yo, hit me up on Twitter, bro. Hit me up on Twitter, man. I'm usually playing all the time. Yeah. I always jump in your live streams whenever I see a live stream. So Robert says, man, we need to find the right head coach to compete again. That's definite. The next out west, Josh would be blacklisted by the NFL Kaepernick style if he backed out again. Yeah, that wouldn't look good. Dominic says the thing I like about McDaniels, he holds his players accountable. That's a very important thing that he does. Showstopper, I feel like McDaniels was told by Luck that he was contemplating retiring, and Josh was like, no thanks. Jason, Joey has the voice of a god. Yeah, right. Big play. Slay said, my top two are surrounding probably Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore's a tricky one, man. I mean, I'm hearing even from, there's a Cowboy fan I do talk to. Kellen Moore has done pretty good. They have a good quarterback, obviously, in Dak Prescott. So, I mean, at this point, and he's got a very good receiver core. And they've done a diverse look of different plays that I do like Kellen Moore as well. But do I think he'll be a prospect to be here? Not really, but you never know. Darius hates Patricia. Corey Fish, damn, Joey, you out of YouTube jail? Nah, but what up? Glad I'm here. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, not out of YouTube jail yet. This live stream is on my backup channel, so you guys haven't subscribed to that, hit the subscribe button here. Big D, the Philly media is the worst and professional. Yeah, it's pretty bad. The media is pretty harsh, man. That's how it always been. Eagles have landed. Give Deuce a shot for head coach. Might happen, bro. It might. You know what? And the players are kind of talking. There's already rumors that the players are talking to the Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, that they really want Deuce, to really take this team over. He deserves it, man, because to the point where if he just keeps applying for these jobs from the Eagles, whether it's an OC that he didn't get, whether it's, the head coaching job, he's going to go elsewhere, guys. He's going to go somewhere else. It's only an amount of time where he's going to stay here for so long. Big D, if Wentz looks like crap, they better not wait until they have 7+ loss. That's what I'm saying. And that's the front office fault for that, keeping Carson Wentz in games when Doug was going to pretty much bench him weeks ago, finding that out and putting some more people in. And that's how West Media's hurt. They could go blow smoke up Cowboys fans some more. Big place say, hopefully Carson Wentz gains mobility back. He's not the same without if they took it away from him last year, which sucks. I'm cutting out. Why am I cutting out? Am I? Let me see. I think it's you, bro. I think it's you. Because I have my stream on my phone right now and it sounds fine. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's me because I just watched. I'm not hearing any cuts. I don't know why. Jamal says, hire Kellen Moore. Just piss off Cowgirl fans. Big D, they took it away 3 years ago. Eagles champ, what's going on, man? Gary Davis said, would you go to a game regardless where it is? Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm closer to MetLife regardless. If it's in MetLife, I'll definitely go to it. I mean, I'm closer to MetLife. I'm like an hour, probably like 50 minutes away from MetLife, so I'm close. People say, "Oh, it was my phone. I thought your mic was cutting out. It's just my phone." Yeah, I just checked it. Appreciate it, man. Well, thanks for telling me anyway. Thanks. You just get me a coach that will let the OC do work. Big D, the only upside of McDaniels is he started 6-0 with no QB in 2009. Mawick said, my bad, it was my phone too. That's not what third DC to be interviewed. We talked Dennis Allen, kind of shocked for Lurie and Co. To be doing some due diligence. I'm glad they're taking the one thing I can respect from that from the front office right now is that they're actually waiting. They're actually taking their time with this. They didn't just go out and get a guy immediately. You know what I mean? It's very important, man. Very important. Jay Sport, the obvious knock on Daniels, whether credit to McDaniels, Brady, or Belichick. I don't believe McDaniels is anything special. That's what everyone's going to be split on because they don't know if was it really McDaniels? Obviously, Tom Brady's going to make a huge difference. But obviously, when even Tom Brady's last year as a Patriot, he didn't look great. The defense kind of, even for that Super Bowl as well, it was the most boring Super Bowl. Between them and the Rams, it was pretty bad. I mean, that defense pretty much kept them in the game. Cowboy Express, I finally live stream on this backup channel. I'm sorry about what happened to you. Yeah, it's all good, bro. Appreciate it, Cowboy. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Got to do my jail time. We'll be all right. Eagles champ, welcome back, Joey. Love your videos, man. Your videos are inspiring, knowledgeable. Just want to let you know I always respect you as an Eagles YouTuber, no matter what video make. Disagree, but we Eagles fans. Oh, of course, man. There's a bunch of people disagree, and I've seen you disagree with me a million times. That's fine. That's why we're here. At the end of the day, we want our team to be better, regardless of what our differences are with Eddie people that that disagree with me. Look, I'm wrong a lot of the times. I'm usually wrong. Sometimes I'm not always right. I just give my opinion what I think, and sometimes I'm wrong. But yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thanks. I don't mind McDaniels, but I would be worried about how the stint ended in Denver. I just hope he's not another Lane Kiffin. I wouldn't like the ball, but big play. A lot of people are going to assume to think that Josh McDaniels is a yes man, but there are no ways, just in my opinion, no way Josh and Howie can work each other. I mean, if Josh gets or Howie stinks, yeah. Thanks to but Joey, he ran straight for line for 40 yards, won. So of course Carson still has lateral quickness. Mets, I definitely wish we would have got a D-Hop. We missed out big time. Yeah, I want DeAndre Hopkins badly. Eagles, I want Jamar Chase second safety, Paris for Pitt. Hope we finally get this right. I want legit wide receiver watching. Justin Jefferson just aggravated me. Wish we did get him. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they get it right with the 6th overall pick. I hope they get it right. Big D, 4th most expensive roster in the NFL. I think we're the second most expensive. 4-11-1 that would get most GMs fired. I think we're the second most expensive roster. The Saints are the first. I think the Saints are $93 million over the cap right now. They're worse than us right now. You know what I mean? It's pretty bad. Gangrene says, from a Jet fan who experienced top bowls, don't do it. Nah, I'll be pissed if that happens. Trust me. I don't think it's gonna happen anyway. Matt said top bowl sucked as a head coach to the Jets. Big D said Dennis Allen was atrocious with the Raiders. Yeah, he was bad with the Raiders, and obviously he's done really well with the Saints. So, big place I could probably run 2 miles in 10 minutes for Carson Wentz could run around 2 blocks in 2 hours. Thanks, I don't mind DC as a head coach as long as he lets his OC do the work. Eagles champ Gangrene, congrats on Salah hire. He's going to be good for you. I agree with that. Wentz literally moves like he had 15 Whoppers in one sitting. Gamey David, Eagles, I appreciate it, bro. That's that West, always grinding. Always grinding, bro. Don't matter. Always. Always. Thanks. Says a coach can't fix Carson. Carson can fix Carson. If he's willing, then he could change. It's on Carson now. Yeah, 100%. Green David, the thing could take Parsons the first round. Think about Salah. I don't know. Robert Dren, Howie Roseman is Philly's Forrest Gump. King Rolex, the thing about live streaming the draft. Yeah, I probably will. I'm thinking about doing something. I mean, I'll be back before the draft, obviously, but next season's going to be a new season. Definitely there's going to be more live streaming probably during the games, stuff like that. So we'll probably be doing that. Nest Out West, did we even interview Kellen Moore? I'm assuming it was probably blocked by the cap. Nah, we interviewed him today. He was saying, hi, Rosen, like strangers who has no idea how to run football franchise, pick talent, just looks like doofus. Doofus. He's a doofus guy. Country boy. Woo, Ric Flair. What's going on, country boy? How you doing, man? Always test. You were cutting out big time, but I just reloaded and everything was good. Yeah, everybody was having that issue. Maverick, I'm sick of all this. Yeah, I'm sick of it too, Maverick. Trust me. You go say YouTube trying to get Joey off. I hate YouTube. Yeah, it stinks. I literally went to go live stream when Doug Pearson got fired. I was pretty much going to do a live stream on it, and it was like, you can't live stream due to YouTube guidelines. I'm like, oh my god, how did I get a copyright strike? So you can't do anything on YouTube anymore. I did a radio show reaction thing, and I didn't show anything, and there was barely any music. I was putting the volume up and down I was talking through it, and yeah, it was pretty bad. So Jay says Carson completes passes like he should, then nobody will talk about his mobility. There are far less mobile QBs in the league that are very successful. Benny says, the talk between Chase and Smith, but I'd rather take Chase because Smith ain't going to be there at number 6. Miami going to snatch him up before we get a chance. Probably. I have Miami taking a wide receiver. Kenzo says, I hope we get an OC who schemes receivers open instead of making them win on their own. Big place there. All right, so if you're the GM for us, how would you approach salary cap? Hell, I would rank the next 3 years to get a top 5 all those years and trade those picks for at least one for a massive haul clear salary. Yeah, you got to be careful with that, though. I mean, I know what you're saying. So, I think to Jason Carson Wentz needs to be mobile. That's what makes him Carson. He's not the same with being unable to move. That's 100%. Johnny Blaze of Man says, why you have a backup? Oh, yeah, I can't live stream on my main channel. I can upload videos. I can't live stream. So, subscribe to this. Obviously, this is just a backup just to have it. I'm live streaming on this backup channel, so subscribe to this. Once April 5th is done, once April 5th comes, the strike will be off my main channel. I'll be able to live stream from the main channel from now on. So this is just being used for live streaming, period. No uploading videos. My main channel is uploading. This is for live streaming. So if you guys haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button for this channel. If you guys have not, Eagle Senate reports Howie wants McDaniels, Lurie not sold on it. J Sports says, I think Carson's still mobile enough. He needs to pass better more than run. Just out west, I only want Josh if he leaves to cheat behind the New England, we win with respect only. Eagle Stamp, we need to get running back help Sanders. I think he needs to be used less, in my opinion. Want draft? Nah, drafting a running back? I don't think so, bro. I gotta see if they actually keep Jordan Howard as well, because Jordan Howard is actually on contract for one more year. So we'll see what happens with that. Like to use a bruiser back in this offense as well. We didn't use Miles Sanders enough this year, honestly. So that's kind of ridiculous that we used them too much. We barely used them at all this year with Carson, and that's what's not fair to Carson Wentz either. That's why I'm on both sides of the table between both these quarterbacks, because with Carson Wentz, we didn't run the ball, period. No help. We put everything on Carson Wentz's arm, and obviously that didn't work out. Miles Sanders would have had over 1,000 yards this year. Easily would have had over 1,000 yards. So, that's crazy. Some people think we really good on Mars here, but we definitely are not. Yeah, dude, look, Deshaun Jackson probably going to be gone. Marquise Goodwin just has to go. I'm sorry, but he's just an injury waiting to happen again, and they need to draft that guy that's going to be opposite side of Jalen Reagor this year if that's the case. So, big play, just my opinion, and a lot of other people think that D. Smith is better than Chase because Chase tangibles, but Devon Smith shows it, and he would provide this team with route skills we need. Eagles champ Matt Weeks fact, Reagor was disappointing. Gangry David, if the Jets-Eagles game is at MetLife, there's going to be a ton of Eagles fans. Oh, 100%. 100%, man. I'll be hanging out with them. Songs of Carson Wentz runs slower than those fat people riding on baskets. Nitro Freak. What's going on, Nitro? How you doing, man? He said, what a shame, man. Yeah, it is what it is. It's been like this for a while. So, Eagles Clips. What's going on, bro? Eagles Channel radio show was fun. I don't know why YouTube. Yeah, I'm done with radio show. I won't be able to do that anymore. Big Boy said apparently hearing a radio station is copyright. What a shot era. Comment star, I used to become a rational Eagles fan who looked at the film, but now I'm angry at this team. I just don't get what this team is doing, and watching Lurie's conference broke me. Now I can't take it. And plus, Lurie's getting old too, man. Like, the older these owners get, the more weird Alzheimer's, whatever's going on. You never know what could happen. Matt says, once you do live streams on your main channel again, time to bust out Guess Who's Back by Eminem, a.k.a. Without Me, the real song title. I don't want to get copyright for that either. Big Play say, all right, Joey, as much as I would love to stay a little longer, shop with everyone else, I got to go, but I'll see you. All right, bro. Big Play say, see you later, bro. Joey, she said this draft is going to be fun. I can't wait. At least we won't have to wait too long for our pick, so that's a good thing. Shady Dev said, I'm for making Deuce the head coach. I wouldn't mind an OC from the Colts, though. I wouldn't mind it either. Caden Cash, Joey, how you doing? But who do you want to start QB next year? I don't care who they start as long as they put the right guy in that's going to win football games. I do not care. I don't care who starts next year. I'm not picky. Alshon needs to go. Alshon Jeffrey and Malik Jackson got restructured. They both got restructured. They're going to get released before post June. They're going to get released. So Malik Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey are gone. They save about $24 million in cap space. That is the plan. So they're definitely gone. Thanks, Najee Harris would be a good pick at the second. He's a bruiser. He could catch. He's a Swiss Army knife. Comment starts, I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but what does Jeffrey Lurie see in Howie Roseman? I don't get it. Like, are they in love? You're not a broken record, trust me. I mean, I ask myself this every day I wake up, I ask this to myself. I think about the Eagles as soon as I wake up. I mean, that's just how it is. Thank you, Najee Harris is a beast. Eagles clips, you think we resign Greg Ward and Fulgham? Dude, I don't know. I think Boston Scott's a free agent too. So I don't know if we sign both of them. I mean, John Hightower's on the roster. Quez Watkins is on the roster. We have some depth there. I don't know. We're going to have to see down the road. It's too early right now to even know what's going to happen, but they could sign one of these guys back. I mean, obviously I'm more comfortable with Greg Ward, but at the same time, Travis Fulgham, they just benched him because Alshon Jeffrey got healthy. Same way they benched Jordan Mailata and Jason Peters got healthy. This is why this team is a mess, because they just got that veteran favoritism, and it's just been like that, and that's what's been a huge headache. Nathan, the more I watch, the more I want Andy back and never fired. Shay Devin says JP needs to go, Jalen Mills needs to go, Nicole Roby Coleman. Oh, 100%. You're right on all three of those guys. They all need to go. Horrible. Benny Boom said we need to get rid of those overpaid DTs that's supposed to get living up to the money they're getting. I know they're all getting paid over $10 million a year. All of them are. I mean, the only one that's been really worth it to me, obviously, has been Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. I mean, Brandon Graham, pretty much the last 6 games, he disappeared. Like, he would have had double-digit sacks. He had 8 sacks for the year. He disappeared for, at least 6 to 8 games, just disappeared. Didn't do much. Fletcher Cox goes down. Javon Hargrave and Malik Jackson couldn't even get pressure in that Cowboys game. That's where it can Javon Hargrave has done pretty well. Javon Hargrave is probably going to be here, most likely. I don't know if they're going to get rid of his contract. They just paid him a lot of money. They made him the 6th highest paid defensive tackle, or I should say nose tackle, because that's what he was before he came here. Obviously, he was hurt, and then he came back, and he was working himself to 100%. And then a couple games, Javon Hargrave was kind of getting to the groove. He was getting in the backfield. He was getting some sacks, and then he kind of disappeared again. And then Fletcher Cox goes out of the game, and you can't even replace that. Malik Jackson and Javon Hargrave couldn't even get through the line. I mean, it was just embarrassing, and they're getting paid that much money. Najee Harris wouldn't mind him with Sanders. Nest Out West. Good night, guys. Good job, Shake. Subscribe to Nest Out West YouTube. More Eagles content. Philly Foothills out. Appreciate it, man. If you guys haven't subscribed to the Nest Out West, subscribe to his channel if you guys have not. Another Eagles vid maker as well. Shay said YouTube shuts down creativity. Seems legit. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens, bro. Comments are good. He needs to go. I agree. Wheezy the Dread. What's going on, Wheezy? How you doing, bro? Sonic said we need a deep threat. Godwin and D-Jack are gone. Yeah, definitely. Eagles channel, Lurie only 64. Don't mean anything. Don't mean anything. Man, it would be like take that WIP in YouTube. Joey says, who do you really want as next head coach, man? I'm all for McDaniels or Deuce Staley. I'm good with Josh McDaniels or Deuce Staley. Both of them are. I'm pretty good with both of those guys being in there. Calvin Porter says, hey, Joey, what's up? That response from you on PS4 made my day, and what do you think Eagles should do? I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've been getting messages on PS4 here and there, but the Eagles should just hire an offensive-minded coach that has, good resume and knows how to, is really good with quarterbacks, and that's all I'm really asking for, man. And obviously has some control over the roster and knows how to have a creativity with this offense and bring it back up top where it belongs. Because honestly, going into this season, the NFC East rival fans, NFC East is going to take us lightly, and that's just what's going to happen. They're going to say, oh, they have a new coach, they're a mess, blah, blah, blah. But this team is going to come out swinging next year. It's going to come out swinging next year. J-Jaw needs to go, Shady. I agree. Yo, Danny, what's going on, man? Cole the Bull says, Carson Wentz revenge tour next year. I'm calling it, guys. Get way too much hate. We'll see what happens, bro. See what happens. Philly the podcast. What's going on, man? You guys haven't subscribed to Philly the podcast. Please subscribe to his channel. He just hit over 1,000 subscribers. Very proud of this guy and the work he's put in. He live streams pretty much all the time, so you're not going to miss anything on his channel at all. I actually really enjoyed it because I didn't expect this to happen, but they actually, Philly the podcast just did a live stream with a Eagles beat writer, Zach Berman. And it was actually really cool to see Zach Berman on his channel and actually do some cool things. So I wish I could do that. I mean, I would have been shitting my fucking pants. But, hey, bro, you did a good job. Just got to say you did a good job. Danny says, if I'm the Eagles hire McDaniels, I won't be happy. He comes across as immature, and I didn't like what he did to the Colts, plus the failed the first time as a head coach. Yeah, failing as a coach, like that was 12 years ago, bro. Like, it's a long time. Like, obviously a lot of time has passed by. And what he did with the Colts wasn't a good thing either. So obviously there was probably things talked about in that aspect of this character. Character is a huge thing with a coach. If a coach has bad character, you don't want him on your team. So, Eagles team, Danny had family issues. Why didn't he take the job? Thanks. I think we should see more Quez Watkins. He's deep threat, plus the new coach can help develop. Oh, 100%, man. Quez Watkins, but I think he has so much more. I thought this offense this past year had so much more to give. You know what I mean? I thought this offense had. Oh, they were close to. There was so much more ceiling that this offense could have did, man. But this quarterback and this predictable play calling. This is why Carson Wentz got sacked so many times. This is why our offensive line has changed 14 times in the year. I mean, there's a bunch of combinations. I'm not going to blame everything on the offensive line most of the time. I'm really not, because Jeff Stalin has done as much as he could. But between our quarterback and obviously Doug was just running his offense. He wasn't scheming. He wasn't putting his players in the right positions to win football games. He was running his offense. That's what he was doing, and it wasn't working out. Doug had to be fired. I didn't think I honestly, I figured, wow, he actually saved his job. I don't know how it happened, but after hearing that he was going to make Press Taylor the OC, Matt Burke the DC, or Corey Unlin, that was a cornerback coach here, became a DC for the Lions, and he was going to move some guys around. I mean, he had to get fired at that point. I mean, after hearing that plan, I was like, thank God he got fired. It wouldn't have worked out. Doug just trusts too many people within this organization. He trusts too many of his guys. And all he was doing is moving coaches around, and that was it. That's all he was doing. That's all he was going to do. Matt's already missing the Eagles playing. It's got me like Eagles comeback. I know, bro. It sucks. Danny said the biggest problem is Lurie and Roseman. I agree. Thanks that Graham is older. He won't be here forever. He's got one more year left on his contract. 2021 is his last year. That's it. And he's gone. I'd rather start Watkins trade. Rager don't really think fits this team. I don't think I don't think it's about him not fitting this team, bro. Look what we were dealing with. Look what we were dealing with this year, bro. We had Carson Wentz missing opportunity, missing wide open guys. I mean, everything was a mess. The offense was predictable. Offensive line was switching nonstop. Everything was. The players were used the wrong way. The scheme was horrible. We didn't run the ball. I mean, there's so much more that goes into it than just Jalen Reagor just isn't panning out. I don't think that's the case. I think Jalen Reagor, I think he needs, and plus this offseason was just really messed up too. I'm not even making that an excuse, but these guys had no chemistry coming into the season. They just didn't. They literally came to practice, and that was it. They didn't, it was just a mess. The whole year was just a mess. Comments say, wait, what, Boss Scott's a free agent? He's a personal favorite of mine. Yeah, I think he is a free agent, bro. It was him. We need to sign Boss Scott back some way. Oh, yeah, the draft replacement. Thanks that Reagor doesn't have the next level ability to get big gains. Look at Jefferson and open field. Yeah, I didn't like how Reagor was, but Aaron Moorhead was talking about Reagor and what he couldn't do this year, and I think those injuries really stinted him this past year. He got injured like 3 times this year. I mean, like crazy. Are you surprised? No. Obviously, open space at the end of that Cowboys game in the second quarter before the half, and he had 5 blockers in front of him, and he got tackled by the first guy that was there. Yeah, kind of. He looked very sloppy. His route running looked sloppy. He just didn't look great. His route running, like his start of his route, he's beating somebody. Then by the end of his route, he gets real sloppy finishing his route. His route tree isn't polished too much. It just looks. This didn't look good this year. Let him have a whole offseason with the Eagles. Let him work his butt off and do what he's got to do and see what happens. Thanks to there's plenty of Boss Scott in this league. Eagles champ, dang facts. That's why I want Jamar Chase last year, wanted Henry Ruggs. He had route running down Reagor. I'm not really, to see Henry Ruggs and what he did this year, I really wasn't a big fan of Henry Ruggs this year, to be honest. Comment, the only vets I want to stay BG, Cox, Deshaun. I think Deshaun could be a good mentor. I would get mad if he gets cut because it makes sense, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. But, dude, he's getting paid a lot of money, number one. Number two, if he didn't have the price tag, he'd be fine. But number two, he lasted one play, an 81-yard touchdown when he came back, and that was it. And he ended up getting hurt again, like after one play. So it's just, yeah, it's not looking good for Deshaun to stay here. Thanks. I would like the Chiefs coordinator or maybe Deuce. I agree. Shay said, do you think Elijah Holyfield will ever get a chance? I hope so. And we have Jordan Howard here too. So it's like, I don't know why they even traded for Jordan Howard. They used him in that Green Bay game, and then he disappeared pretty much. Oh, the Cowboy game, he had 3 snaps? He got these 4 separate snaps during the game. Kind of made no sense. There is 38 people. The chat, guys, this is the backup channel for just live streams till April 5th. When the copyright strike is gone from my main channel. You guys haven't subscribed to the backup channel, please subscribe to that. Do appreciate everybody being here. First live stream in a while. Kind of weird doing this because I haven't done it in so long, but hey, it is what it is. Eagles chat. I think Josh McDaniels could fix Carson Wentz. I think he fits Carson Wentz and competitor. He is. I don't understand why people hate him. Jay Cutler, Tim Tebow's below average QBs. Carson much better. Thanks to coaches mature. I mean, look at Frank Gore. Frank Gore did to us. I saw a lot of plays with Watkins getting open deep downfield. I saw a lot of plays with Jalen Reagor being open, and the ball was never passed to him. I mean, we can go. A lot of players were missed. Shay Davis says Miles Sanders is that explosive play threat. He's a dual threat running back, bro. They gotta start using him. They gotta start using him in the passing game. Like what happened using Miles Sanders in the passing game. I mean, they really didn't. I mean, there was already enough. They didn't run with him enough. I mean, Philly for the podcast. So thank you, man. I already know. You already know. I told you I was nervous. How you feel about the OC from Colts? Warrior Reed sounds like a solid guy. Yeah, I don't mind him. I really don't mind him at all. I think it's coming from a really good team. Obviously, Frank Reich and him definitely talked. You know what I mean, about coming here. Just what the organization's about. And I think it really does help him. Decide if he wants to, obviously if the Eagles accept him to come here, I wouldn't mind it. Sirianni, I don't mind Sirianni at all. Danny said, I actually went back and watched the game of Carson Wentz early in his career. Those injuries affected him more than I thought. He used to be more mobile, in my opinion. That's what I said after the first game of the season, but nobody wanted to listen to it. I made a video about Carson Wentz how bad he looked. He looks slow, looks immobile, just looks like a sloppy mess. And everybody said, give it another game, give it another game. You get paid that much money. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has down years, but it's still a good year. A down year for Aaron Rodgers is still a good year for him, but not an expectation year. You know what I mean? Benny Boom says, I watch a lot of football games studying different defensive schemes. I see cornerbacks way up on the receivers where they're jamming them, just throw them off their own. So we need that stuff. Yeah, we don't jam our corners on receivers. We put them 10 yards back. We give them too much cushion, and they get easy catches. That's why whatever head coach comes here, whatever DC they bring with them, unless the Eagles just get their own DC and they don't let the person come in, a head coach to come in to get their own DC. I don't know how that's going to go, obviously, depending on who we hire and what goes on with that. I'm not really sure, but making sure my phone's charged. Hold on. Okay. See what happens, man. General is another punt return. I don't understand. Pick one. The other wide receiver, Ayuk, would have been better pick. Dude, you know what? I think everybody's got to chill out because you know what? Because now everybody's like, we shouldn't have drafted Rager now. Because a lot of people were happy about Rager being picked, okay? A lot of people were happy about it, okay? The problem is we look at all these other receivers playing well. But, dude, look at our offense. Like, how could you put everything on a receiver? These guys weren't even lined up right. The route tree, the route combinations were horrible. Whatever routes they were trying to run on certain plays were horrible. I mean, look at our quarterback. Look at our predicted play calling. Look, this is why Carson Wentz got sacked so many times this year. Teams knew when we were doing play action, when Carson Wentz did play action. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I understand. Like, you know, now we say, oh, we shouldn't have drafted Rager, but at the time of the pick, like, I loved it, but. This whole team is a mess, bro. Like, everybody's a mess right now. Comments are, what would you do if Gase gets hired head coach this year? I think they will hire him, but I can't believe they actually considered him back in 2016. I can't imagine what he would be today if Gase was hired. Well, there's some news coming out from Seattle that he could be the OC over there because I know Doug Pearson, they've called Doug Pearson as well, but I think Adam Gase apparently has drawn some interest from the Seahawks. I don't know how. I don't know why. Danny, I was just really happy the Seahawks and the Saints didn't make it. I was so happy with that. Danny said, I read the article that said the Eagles wanted to fire Reich from 2016. I don't know if it's true, but it's crazy if it is. It is true. I think it is. And Doug Pearson put his foot down and said, no, I want him as my OC for 2017. And look what happened. Think Brio. Jalen Reagor doesn't seem to play as hard as he should. I just think it's a bunch of there's a bunch wrong with Jalen Reagor. It's not really 100% him. There's more to it than just Jalen Reagor just not finishing his routes or whatever's going on. Shady, let's see. Shady Davis said also Reagor was injured. He needs to be utilized more. He could be a productive player. 100%. When they threw to Reagor in open space, he was fantastic. But you know. We criticize little plays that happen. Why don't we criticize Carson Wentz for missing everybody? Why don't we criticize Carson Wentz for not throwing the ball out of bounds or him sliding or him just stop holding onto the football and losing the football? Him throwing a screen pass earlier in the season. He couldn't even throw a screen pass to anybody. He threw behind the line of scrimmage. Couldn't even throw a perfect screen pass on the player's body. So, I mean, you know, we don't talk about that. We talk about everything else that's wrong. Like, obviously, how the receivers going to look good if our quarterback can't even throw the football? If his mechanics are screwed up, how are we supposed to do that? The quarterback can't move. The quarterback can't be poised in the pocket. The quarterback moves in the pocket. I've seen Carson Wentz go in and out, and he's trying to, like, is he going to run? Is he going to pass? Is he going to run? Like, I mean, there was just, I don't know what the case is. Look at our offensive assistants of Rich Sangarello and Marty and some of these guys that were here. Like, look at this. Look what we had at offense. I mean, it's easy just to point the finger at the receiver, but look at the quarterback. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. You're seeing a comment on throwing shit. Joey 672 would start fire. Howie Roseman shirts who would be destroyed by us. Danny said Howie, Doug Carson all deserve blame for what happened. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. All three, bro. Not just one. All three. Cameron Holmes, do you think Travis Fulgham could still be great? I think he could be a good receiver. I think he actually can be a really good receiver, but see what happens, man. He's going to be a free agent. Who do you have the Eagles taking at 6? obviously best player available. So I'm either obviously it might be Surtain at corner. It might be one of the two receivers. It might be one of them two, Devonta Smith and Jamar Chase. I'm not really sure. My bad, Jerry Six. Don't mean to put words in your mouth, but you would probably rant. I rant about everything, bro. I could rant about anything that's positive or negative. Doesn't even matter. Shady Devin said, okay, say you take possible number one receiver free agent. Do you draft Surtain at 6 over Smith? Or do you also... No, I mean, obviously, if you get a number one receiver, like, you know who I would really like in free agency? There's two players I'd really like. I would like Chris Godwin from the Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, I would love here. Guy's fast. His catch radius is great and great tracking of the football. I would take the linebacker from the Cardinals. Why am I forgetting his name? Brain fart. Linebacker from the Cardinals. I forgot his name. I just having a brain fart right now. Then you go into the draft and go get Surtain, definitely. Danny said, thoughts on the reports about Carson Wentz? Bro, I don't even know. It's like the only thing I'm seeing right now is Carson Wentz's body language. From Carson Wentz not showing up to the press conference at the end of the last game. Carson Wentz's body language going to the sideline when he was starting quarterback, just the way he was with Doug, didn't look great. The way he was staying by himself on the sideline didn't look great. Not talking to his teammates didn't look great. I don't know what the case is. Obviously, when Jalen Hurts became quarterback, Carson Wentz has to look good. He's not going to stir up anything in the pot. He's helping out the team if he's the backup, and that's how it should be for any player that's a backup. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the truth is. We need to find out the truth. I don't even know what the truth is whatsoever, so. Henry Ruggs is really good. He's a burner. You should have Danny overblown a point. Think some true is the rest. I don't know. Dank says if Chase or Smith are gone, I want either Waddle, Surtain. I think Waddle is just speed, bro, and that's it. I don't know. Waddle is like weird to me. Like I think he's just like, yeah, he's all right, but it's like we're doing another Jalen Reagor pick all over again. I don't know. Surtain, I like. Micah Parsons. If they're not drafting a linebacker in the first round, I'll be shocked if they draft a linebacker in the first round. I don't think it's going to happen though. He goes, Henry Ruggs would be a bit more productive than Jalen Reagor. He was like Reese and John Marks had Reagor's TCU before the draft. He said Reagor doesn't give full effort all the time. That's damning praising by a coach right before the draft. Red flag to me then. Oh, man. It's a mess. I'm a big D-Jack fan. I think D-Jack should retire. Yeah, he probably should. Miles Sanders, you stop fumbling. He needs to stop dropping the football. Yeah, he was doing that a few times this year. I think he fumbled, I think, in that I think this the Rams game, right in the beginning of the game, obviously, when their offense got on the field. And then, yeah, he had a few drops this year, but I wouldn't even worry about it too much. The guy wants to make a play as fast as possible. Comments said, why aren't they playing Holyfield like they are scared that he is going to be good? I mean, they played Sudfeld. Like, why not see what he got? See things like this piss me off. I know. Holyfield was active for a game, and they didn't even play him. And I was actually really excited. I forgot what game it was, but they actually activated him for one game. I was really happy about it. Karen Holmes, I hate Josh McDaniels because coaches from the Patriots don't have a good track record. Sorry. Brand Pyatt, what's going on, man? Brand Pyatt, if we could donate, I would donate 10 to you, Joey, for the great content. I appreciate it, man. But once I get my other stuff rolling, once I do a live stream, I'll have something up. If people want to donate, they can. I'll put a link up if people want to donate or whatnot, if they want. But it's not. I don't care about that, bro. Like, I appreciate it. Like, don't thank me, bro. I thank you guys for just being here, and that's all that matters to me, man. So save that $10. Go spend it on something, because it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good at the end of the day. Eagles champ Joe Brady, Josh McDaniels, Frank Reich, OC. I don't know his name. My eye has been messed up all day today. I don't know why. And I have no water. That's even better. We're only going to go live for a little bit longer, not too long. I don't want to make it a long stream tonight just because I want to do a little test run with this today. So probably another 10, 15 minutes. Cameron Holmes says, is Wentz fixable? I don't know. I really don't know if he's fixable. I mean, if the people upstairs think he's fixable. Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie think he is. He's got something left there, but they think he's still elite. They think, I guess we'll find out. Shay said we need a Jim Johnson-like defense. Right? Yeah, I know. Matt said we definitely also need to get O-line pieces and defensive pieces too. I'm not even really worried about offensive line, bro. Defensive line, I don't know. Rotation, I don't know if they're going to change the scheme of this defense or what they're planning to do. Who they get rid of. Offensive line, I'm pretty happy about what we have with Jack Driscoll, Nate Herbig, Jordan Mailata at left tackle. He's going to beat Andre Dillard out of that starting left tackle job regardless. Brandon Brooks coming back, Lane Johnson coming back. Not even worried about it too much. I think that's the strong point. That's the good thing about this team. Like the offensive line is actually really good going into next year. If we could stay healthy, that's the only thing. Corey Fisher, Cameron Holmes, no, I don't think so. Texas Cameron Holmes, I don't know. Carson needs to be fixed. I'm trying to get through these chats, guys. I appreciate everybody. Cameron Joe Joseph was Belichick tree. I don't know. I don't need good Brian Flores was Belichick's pick. I think Carson Barron used to work on accuracy. Shay says I would have picked Jefferson over Rager, but Rager is a solid talent. Thanks. I was saying this all last year. People said he didn't have issues with accuracy, and they blamed Doug. Yeah, I mean, there's blame to go around, but obviously if your quarterback can't even make a throw, it's on Carson at this. I mean, if Carson can't throw the football, Carson has the ball in his hands. Like, wherever he throws to is not on Doug. I mean, at the same time, it's crazy. Hyper says, can you do a call-in? I don't know if I'm going to do one today, bro. I'm actually going to get off in like a couple minutes, so next time we'll probably do one. As I just want to do a little test run tonight. I was thinking about doing one tonight, but I don't really want to run this for too long. Corey Fisher, Eagles champ. I don't have it now. He's never going to have accuracy. Isn't something a 5-year vet should have to work on. It's bad, guys. Like, I'm sorry, but quarterbacks have down years. But this was like embarrassing for a guy that's getting paid that much money. It's just really embarrassing. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. Really, just hope that it works out. I want Carson to see, but I'm very critical of him, and I want him to do better. He needs to do the basic things well and stop turning the ball over. I know it's not all his fault, but still, I agree with that 100%, Danny. 100%. Pearson should be the OC for Seattle. Probably not going to happen. Eagles stand Corey, unfortunately, Chris Taylor is a horrible OC. That's why. I'm telling you right now, as soon as the head coach is hired, Press Taylor should be gone. V-Rouse says Kellen Moore. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I like his play style, but I'm not a fan of him being a head coach. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to call the plays or what the whole thing is with him. We're going to have to find out. Thanks to Chris as Carson all year. I saw his issues in 2019, and they were just carried over to the season. People want Joe Brady, but why not Kellen Moore? More better resume. Yeah, that's definite. I mean, Joe Brady's still young in this league. 3 years. You never know you're going to get at Joe Brady. Obviously, none of these resumes are, obviously Kellen Moore's resume is better. But even like Brian DeBall with the Bills, like I said, Brian DeBall with the Bills, what was his best season this year? Past 2 seasons? The past 2 seasons, Brian DeBall hasn't been a top 20. The Bills haven't even been a top 20 offense. But this is what happens when you draft well. And this is what happens when you make good trades. And this is what happens when you get your team together. And look what you get out of it. And I really want the Bills to win the Super Bowl this year. That's just me. I like the underdog teams. I always root for the underdog teams. I think the Bills are the most underdog team in the playoffs right now, and I would love for them to win. Comments that Rager can be a good receiver. He has a lot of potential. I looked at the film. Solid deep threat. Looking back on the film this year, he needs to work on short, medium route running. Yeah, I probably agree. But anyway, I like Rager. He's a good slot receiver. Motion him all over the field. Play him in punt returns on about the touches he gets for him to be productive. Eagle Slayer, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? I'm gonna run this for like another minute, and I'm probably gonna get off, unfortunately, tonight. Just want to do a little test run. Karen Hose and I always talk about Wentz mechanic issues, but people call me Wentz apologist every time I blame Doug's play calling. Darren Holiday, if Deuce Staley becomes head coach, how much more will they use Miles Sanders? A lot, probably. Oh yeah, Hassan Riddick, thank you. So the free agent I want from free agent linebacker from the Cardinals, I do want free agency is Hassan Riddick, definitely. You can see Cameron saying good hope for Carson Wentz has that fix. See him in the win the playoff game. Can't believe Baker Mayfield won a playoff game. Can we even afford Chris Godwin? I don't know, but that's obviously I'm just saying who I would want in free agency if I had to choose. I mean, salary cap wise, I don't know what our cap is going to look like by March, but it's just somebody I want, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Corey says that boy Wentz fake. I'm telling you. I can't. Baker can ball. Also, he needs to strengthen his hands, but I mean, he isn't the type of receiver to jump up and catch in traffic. He was solid hand placement when running deep. He's caught the ball in traffic. Rager's caught the ball in traffic in college a few times. He's done it before. Cameron Holmes says no Waddle. It's not just speed. The problem I have with Alabama receivers, okay, this is the issue I have because Smith is fantastic. You know what I mean? I don't know how much Waddle is actually gaining from Smith being on the field. This is the issue what I have when there's multiple guys on, obviously, the receivers for Alabama. I'm not really sure with Waddle. I don't think Waddle's going to be the pick regardless, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I mean, but I want a guy that has legit skill, and I don't want a guy that just has speed. I'm tired of guys that just have speed and can't do anything else. Because speed only gets you so far in the NFL. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate everybody being here today. 30 people in here. Guys, haven't subscribed to the backup channel. Obviously, if you're new here, subscribe to the main channel in the description below. Yeah, we're gonna get more stuff going. Another live stream. I don't know when. I'll put up. I can't create a post. I'll create a post from the main channel. If I'm doing another stream, we'll be doing one soon. But obviously, I'm going to share this as much as possible. April 5th is the date where I will be out of YouTube jail and we'll be live streaming back on the main channel. So I'll be still uploading from the main channel, obviously, just regular videos. But live streaming is going to be on this backup channel as of right now. But that's pretty much it. So, hey, guys, it's been great. And can't wait to do another one because I was very happy to finally be back. Very refreshing to come back and hopefully get some people in here for a little collab and we'll do some things. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys later. Shakes going up, Files 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.